Hey, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for tuning into another awesome podcast episode here. I pray you guys have been great. Today we are in for a treat, a true treat indeed, with a capital T. This brother here, man, where do I start? Um, Lafayette, Louisiana. He's definitely like family. I appreciate his heart, his skills, his abilities, all he's doing in the cooking world, and just for the awesome man that and brother that he is. Please give it up for none other than Shawn Martin.
Hey guys,
Man, I appreciate you coming on here. I definitely thank you for taking the time to come on. I know your presence is requested everywhere, so I thank you.
thank you for having me, Brian. I appreciate it.
Definitely, definitely. Man, so how things been?
Man, a whirlwind, just busy. Just one day after the next, just cooking and meeting awesome people. It's been fun, man. Denver's been nice to me, so yeah.
That's great. When um when you were little, did you ever imagine you would be doing what you are doing now, and do you ever see yourself, where you are now?
That's a good question. So when I was younger, I liked to cook. I got like the cooking bug, obviously from my grandmother. And as I got older, I remember in high school, I would sit in class and I would tell my friends, say, "Oh, I'm gonna cook for like famous people one day. I'm gonna cook for famous people one day." And just it was just always in the back of my mind. So kind of, yeah, I kind of manifested it. Didn't think that it would happen. Little black boy from Lafayette, Louisiana. Cooking for some awesome people. So yeah, yeah, yes and no. If that makes any sense. Yeah,
That's great. And every huge staircase starts with the single steps, and that's true testament why it's so important not to despise a small, the day of small beginnings, because it's the small hinges that swing open the big doors. So
right.
yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So in a few words, for those who don't know, who is Shawn Martin?
Uh, well, I'm just your average, chef here. I'm very quiet, family oriented, love my family, admire my grandmother, love cooking, obviously. Born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana. Moved to Denver about 9 years ago. Lived here 1 year, and then I moved to Aspen, and I lived in Aspen for a little over 5 years, and that's where my private chef journey began. But yeah, I was skeptical about it. Like we
Yeah,
never had snow growing up in Louisiana. So the colds, all those elements were different. But
yeah,
I embraced it. I loved it. Loved the culture. The culture accepted me. And I just kind of like blossomed there, man. Even though I was homesick, there's no place like home,
yeah.
especially
Of
when it
course.
comes to food. Yeah, especially when it comes to food. I mean, I miss my friends. I love all my friends. Brian, we've been knowing each other forever. So obviously, Shannon, a good friend of mine, also,
Yeah,
relative of yours. So yeah, we kept in touch a lot. They kept me sane there, because sometimes you get homesick.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I pulled through. Obviously, 5 years,
yeah,
there, and it was amazing.
yeah.
But yeah, love to travel. Love movies. Um, yeah, man, that's pretty much me in a nutshell, I guess.
Yeah. And that's great. It's like I definitely understand about being homesick, and when you think about it, so like you take a plant for instance. Sometimes a plant is doing okay in one environment, but then when you put it in another environment, it just like whoosh. So of course, like course, Lafayette, Louisiana is great. That always be
Of course.
be home, and of course have a special place in your heart. Um, and it's like it definitely put in you the seed for the greatness that you're walking in now. So it's almost as if Louisiana was a seed, and then Colorado was an incubator to help
Yeah.
bring the seed to life. And even if you didn't know what was ahead of you. I do believe our steps are ordered by God, and so He knows where we need to be at what time we need to be there, so He can get out what He's placed in us. So, yeah.
That's a true statement, Ryan. You know, Lafayette obviously is home. I just felt like I needed something more, and Denver was almost just like a trial basis. My best friend Eric, who's also a chef, he moved to Denver maybe like 4 or 5 years before I did, and he was in the midst of opening up a restaurant. So I was actually cooking for Chevron offshore on the oil rigs. I cooked for Chevron for like 4 or 5 years, and I just kind of got like burnt out. Just wanted something different, and I
Mm,
saw that opportunity open, so I took it, but still skeptical about it. And I kid you not, man, like
hmm
my second day in Denver, I knew that was home. Like the burden that was on my shoulder was lifted, and I just felt like, oh, this is a blank canvas for me, so I can create that image that I've been wanting to create. And then that's when I got into my culinary bag and like really started
Yeah,
branching off, and it just went up from there. So shout out to Eric for giving me that
yeah.
opportunity to come here and start a new life basically. But
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. You're going in and out a little bit the
Uh-oh.
connection, but you're good now.
I'm good now. Okay. Sorry.
That's great. I definitely believe on that. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
kind of. Yeah, I can hear you. Um,
Okay.
there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry for this
No worries.
connection to where it's from. Wonder. So I was just trying to see the connection if it was on my end or your
Probably
end.
most likely my end.
Let me try something. Ah, why is this going in and out? Sorry, people. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying on my phone. There. Yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Brian.
So, okay. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna This try. Wi-Fi was acting up. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. Can you hear me,
Okay,
Brian?
yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry about that. This Wi-Fi was acting up. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Sometimes technology is real good, but other times it
Yeah,
messes up. Sorry about that, people. Um, all right. Okay. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was just saying it's great to have good people around you who can help foster, like, and support you. It makes me think of, like, when you're watching a fight, like a boxing match, and how after every round the fighter goes back in his corner and he has, like, the person wiping his face and encourage him, like, jab here, do this. And I think it's real important that we all have our own hype man, someone in our corner where, someone encouraging who can encourage us.
of course.
So, do you have a favorite dish?
I do actually. My favorite dish is not, it's not nothing like fancy. It's very southern. It's very Louisiana. It's very Lafayette. It's smothered pork chops with rice and corn, man. Like that's like my comfort zone. Like that's my
Yeah,
go-to meal. Like if I'm missing home, that's like one of my all-time favorite things to make. Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a fire dish.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
and of course, it's great because, of course, Louisiana is known for their food. From one of my favorites is like a crawfish etouffee,
Of
or
course. Of
you
course.
know,
I
uh,
love introducing people to crawfish etouffee for the first time. Like, they like skeptical about it, but like, like the flavors are so inviting, and it's such a whirlwind of like of history and flavor, and it's an amazing dish. It really is.
yeah, it is. Would you say, is there a signature dish that represents you, or
So that's a good question. Signature dish that represents me. Oh God. That's a good question. Maybe like in anything like dealing with my ethnic background, like anything dealing with Louisiana style, anything
yeah,
Southern style. From fish, baked chicken, rice dressing, gumbo, like stews, like anything that I've eaten when I was a kid growing up,
yeah,
would probably be like my go-to meals, like my signature things, I guess. Yeah.
got it. That's good. And for trying new things, where do you find, like, your inspiration for new recipes?
Um, like other chefs I admire, like Emerald, Bobby Flay, Cat Cora, Darius Cooks. Just just like I take inspiration from other chefs. I sometimes I kind of like create things in my mind. And like seafood, for instance. Like I'm not a seafood eater. I know, guys. I know I don't eat seafood that much, but I can cook it really well for some odd reason. And how I know it's good, like I watch people face expressions, like from across the room, and I can tell that I did a good job because if people don't like it, they'll conversate. They'll talk or like put their forks down. If they do like it, they'll be quiet and like not engage in conversation. Most likely at the dinner table. So yeah, that's always was one of my little tricks to see if a seafood dish was good because I don't indulge in seafood that much. So
Oh
yeah,
well, okay, okay.
it works. It works, Brian.
Yeah, that's funny. That's great. Um, so I know you've been real busy. Have you ever faced or come across some challenges as far as cooking or cooking for other people or
Yeah, you as a private chef, you run into challenges a lot. It's up to you to face them on. Um, Sometimes I'll get booked for an event, and maybe it's like 50 people, and I don't have any help. So like that's always a challenge. Or sometimes I have to cater out of my place, and that can be a challenge in its own as well. But yeah, the challenges are part of the journey. So you learn and you grow from the challenges. And
yeah,
I'm not afraid of any challenge. So
yeah,
I never met a challenge that broke me down just yet. So, but I'm
yeah.
crossing my fingers. Yeah,
Amen. And as a chef, I definitely give you kudos because there's a lot of attention to detail you have to give. I remember I was somewhere a little get together and it was being catered, and the guy he had made this peach cobbler, and everyone was waiting for this peach
yeah.
cobbler, and so um, everyone got a piece, but as we were eating, we realized something, and he later explained to us that he was rushing and that while he was making the peach cobbler, instead of the sugar, he accidentally grabbed the salt
No, no, Brian. And he served it anyway. He served it anyway.
and he served it. And of
Why?
course, everyone was already mouth watering, delicious peach cobbler, but the first fork was like a little
Oh,
salty.
oh my God. No,
That's,
peach cobbler
oh,
should not be salty, bro. Like, I can't believe he served it. That
yeah,
that's a chef's worst nightmare to like destroy something like at the 11th hour. Because like
yeah,
especially like for if it's family or like someone that you can be like, hey, I need maybe a few more minutes or another hour.
yeah,
I need to create this dish again. But if it's just for a random client and the 11th you mess up at the 11th hour, bro, it's nerve-wracking. It's because I'm my own worst enemy, so I will
yeah.
beat myself up, bro. And I'm when I'm nervous, like I'm very quiet. So if I'm quiet, then something is not right.
Okay.
But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely not serving peach cobbler with salt in it. That's
Yeah, right?
diabolical.
It's
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah, that's
Waiting all
crazy.
day, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah. And so you've had the opportunity to cook for some incredible people, including Steve
I
and Lori Harvey. How does that feel? How does
I
that
have, man. So yeah, I've cooked for a lot of famous people and in my journey. So that's great. It's it was nerve-wracking at first, like who am I, to cook for, Margie Harvey and Steve Harvey. So so how that happened, I was, living in Aspen, and I had a part-time job at the Ritz-Carlton. I did bellman there. And the bellman guys, they all knew that I private chefed, and they was super stoked about it. And they told me, hey, the Harveys come here every winter. They have a timeshare here. um so maybe you should try to like cook for them. So I'm like, oh, I can't cook for the Harveys. Like, are you crazy?
yeah.
So anyway, the time came when Margie, and she was coming first. She came 2 weeks prior before Steve. And I remember the day. I was working that morning, and she was supposed to arrive that morning, but something happened with her flight, so she arrived later on that afternoon. But I was off. But luckily for me, I lived like super close to the hotel. like walking distance. And one of my friends that worked, one of the managers that worked, he said, "Man, I'll call you when she gets here. Just throw your uniform back on and come over." So he did that, and I threw my uniform on. And I ran back over there, and I just started helping him unload, her stuff. And when we got into her suite, he introduced me. He said, "Hey, Mrs. Harvey, like this is Shawn. He's a chef. He's a private chef." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, really?" She said, "Well, come talk to me. Come let's see if we can do some work together."
Yeah.
So yeah, so I went and talked with her. It was Super Bowl the next day, and she basically wanted me to cook Super Bowl for her, and we created a menu. And I was so nervous, bro. I was like, this is Margie Harvey, Steve Harvey's wife. Like, this is
Yeah.
insane. So she was excited about it because she's a foodie, so that was perfect for me. So yeah, man, I ran back home like I was stoked. I put the menu together, executed it, and then the next day it was go time, man. And yeah, I made food for her, and it was just me and her. And we sat there and chit chat. She asked me where I was from, and we just talked back and forth. She asked me like how I got into cooking, and she told me how much she likes food. And I remember I made this fried red snapper sandwich for her, and man, she loved it. Like, it was the best fried sandwich she ever had. And coming from Margie Harvey, bro, it's like
Yeah, that's awesome.
big deal. Like, big like she about to say like get out of here. Like, I've eaten from so yeah, man, for enjoy that something that I did for her. It was great. So we spent a few hours together. Just watching.
Oops, your audio. Uh, you there? You froze. You're still there? Shawn, can you hear me? Ah, technology, technology, technology. What are we going to do? Just hold on for a quick second. Okay, Shawn Martin entered the studio. Add to stage. Okay, add to stage. Hey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Uh, but man, that's an awesome story, and that's great.
Yeah, okay.
Someone once said, "Opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity."
That is facts. And that was an opportunity. And I wound up cooking for her for that entire like 3 weeks that she was there. And then I finally met Steve Harvey, and our encounter. Um, he was very standoffish at first. When I walked back into the room, he was there, and I said, "Hi, Mr. Harvey. I'm Chef Shawn. I've been cooking for Mrs. Harvey, for the past 2 weeks." I said, "I'm here to take you guys order for tomorrow, which was it was Valentine's Day." And I said, "If I can speak with Mrs. Harvey." He said, "Well, you can talk to me." I said, "Okay." And then she came out of and
Ah,
obviously she kind of formally introduced us.
yeah,
And then Mrs. Harvey came out, and she like made the introduction, and that's when he softened up and he shook my hand. And that's when we like started talking about like what he would like for breakfast on Valentine's Day. And he went with shrimp and grits and pancakes. That was his order for Valentine's morning. And
yeah.
Mrs. Harvey did French toast. Actually, the French toast recipe came from her daughter, Laurie Harvey. So I got the privilege to talk with her over the phone, and she gave me a recipe for French toast for her mother that her mother likes, that she makes. So
Oh
I kind
wow.
of like, reinterpreted it and kind of like made it my own. But she loved it, so yeah, we went with
Yeah.
that. It was pretty cool.
Man,
It
that's
was awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It reminds me there's a scripture that says your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And yeah,
Right.
it's great how God works,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. You're still there?
I'm still here, Brian. I'm still here.
Okay. All right. There's just a little bit of a delay here. But
Yeah.
yeah, good. Need a yeah. Use cell phone towers. So outside of cooking, what are some of your hobbies?
Outside of cooking, I like movies. I'm a big movie head. Love movies. I love traveling. I'm quite the hiker now, so I got into the whole Colorado thing.
Yeah.
I do the hiking every now and then, but not inclines. I just like maybe walk along the riverside. Um, yeah, so I'm all into that. Wintertime, I kind of ski a little bit, not too much.
Okay.
I'm not that
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
But I love going out there, just like indulging in the culture, like ski
Yeah.
culture, which is pretty dope. So yeah, I'm kind of outdoorsy guy now, man. I do the outdoor thing, and I love entertaining friends. I'll
Yeah.
have friends over, we'll have dinner and just chit chat, play some cards. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, we used to ski a lot. We used to go to Lake Tahoe, which is,
yeah, nice. Yeah,
which is right on the border of California and Nevada. But
you ski or snowboard?
ski.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, never tried snowboard. My
yeah.
brother, that's his thing.
That's the
But
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
stick to skis.
that's awesome.
But yeah, yeah, after this, send you some recommendations. I know you said you like watching movies, so yeah,
Definitely, definitely. I'll send you some too.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, got some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Um, um, favorite comfort food?
Favorite comfort food? Cornbread and milk.
Okay, yeah. And you prefer sweet or savory?
Sweet for sure.
Coffee or tea?
Tea, sweet.
All right. Home cooking or fine dining?
Oh, definitely home cooking.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cast iron or stainless steel?
um, cast iron. Cast iron.
Okay.
Good question.
One kitchen tool you couldn't live without.
Oh wow. Um, a knife actually. A knife. A good knife.
Good night.
Good knife.
What's one food you will never eat?
Oh, one food I would never eat: calamari.
Right. Yeah, snails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, nah, I understand that. And so um I believe that, everyone your next is like in preparation now. So like you don't wait for your next to come to prepare for your next. You
Right.
prepare for next and you're now. So what does this next season or chapter look like for you?
That's actually a good question. I definitely want to explore my culinary background more. In the future, I maybe want to own maybe like a food truck.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a small business, like a one man show.
Yeah.
Not nothing too big, nothing too small. But yeah, that's I actually have dreams about it. So I'm a Pisces, so we believe in our dreams. So I'm manifesting it, Brian. So
Yeah, there you go.
hopefully it'll come through. Yeah,
That's good. I definitely believe there's power in our words. You know,
definitely,
they took a test and they put two glasses of water in two different rooms. Over one glass, for the course of a week, they spoke a bunch of negative words, and after that week, the water in that glass became like real dark and gloomy. And the
yeah,
other glass, they spoke a bunch of positive words, and the water in that glass became crystal clear. So it's like when you think about it, if our words have that much power over a cup of water, imagine how much power they have over our life, over our
definitely,
bodies,
yeah,
over our day, you know? So, yeah,
definitely, yeah.
and firm believer in that. And do you have like any projects or things you'd like to share?
Um, no projects at the moment. Just busy with bookings and things like that. But yeah, no projects at the moment. But when I
Yeah.
do, I would love to hop back on the podcast and definitely
Oh,
share
yeah,
with you and the rest of your followers.
definitely consider it done. And matter of fact, I do see you one day coming out with a book.
Definitely, definitely. You know, some friends of mine told me, I should endeavor in a book. This guy Carson, he was a dear friend of mine, like a little brother to me. And he sadly passed away recently. And I've been, hanging out with his family a lot, which is my family now as well. And his aunts and his mom, they all was like, "Hey, you should write a book, tell your story." So I think I will, man. I think in the future I'll have a book and yeah, and tell and interpret all these great recipes and foods and how I learned how to make them and where they come from and
Yeah,
just every dinner plate has a story around it, So
that's
yeah.
it.
So in the future, yeah, I'll be bestseller.
Hey, there you go. The Shawn Martin Cooking
Yeah,
Chronicles.
yeah, I'll be a bestseller. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
That'd be good. So if people would like to reach you or follow you or book you, how can they do that?
You can go to my Instagram, which is the Lost Cajun. Yeah, the Lost Cajun. Yeah, that's what it is. The Lost Cajun. Sorry. I'll can you post it on your website, Brian?
Yeah, you said it's the Lost Cajun.
Yeah. And then also I have another Instagram. Probably the best one to follow is Zydeco Dust.
Yeah, yep. Just shared it in the comments there. But yeah, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was just thinking as we were talking. I'll be 48 in December, but in 2 years when I turn 50, I definitely wanna have you do the menu.
I'd be honored, man.
Yeah,
I'd be honored. I'd be honored. Yeah,
yeah, that'd be
definitely.
great.
Definitely.
So yeah, of course, I got 2 years, but we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, no rush, Brian. 50 is a great age, man. 50 is the new 40, actually. So I heard.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
It's great. It's funny, a lot of people, they think I'm 38 instead of 48.
that's a good thing, though. That's a
Yeah,
good thing. Yeah,
definitely believe in taking care of my body.
of course. You have to drink from the fountain of youth every now and then, man.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
drink from the fountain of youth every now and then.
Yeah, that is it. But
Yeah,
but yeah, yeah. I'm real excited about your future, about all that you are doing, and all that's to come. I definitely see,
yeah,
if you don't have it already, I definitely see some Shawn Martin merch coming out, some shirts and
definitely, definitely.
hats, some maybe jogging pants,
Yeah.
different
I don't
things.
know about jogging pants, but definitely some hats or some t-shirts, man.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'm sure
Yeah. And
we'll figure it out.
just want to encourage you, continue to keep on doing great things, continue to walk in your passion, and unapologetically be the awesome you that God has created you to be, and continue to be a great blessing to this world like you already are. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Brian.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you everyone so much. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have all been blessed. And you know how it is when you go see a movie. Sometimes you see things the second time that you didn't see the first time. So feel free to watch this again, share, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, definitely be blessed by this. As always, thank you for rocking and rolling with me these 10 seasons of this podcast. Definitely grateful for this journey. And as always, this is BDP, Brian David Porter, still living in purpose, on purpose, intentionally. Y'all be blessed. Until next time, talk to you soon.